Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about how do you go about choosing what model iron to play within a brand. And before we get into that, be sure to like this video, comment below on what iron you are currently playing. I'm very curious to know. And then make sure we subscribe to that channel, right? The more people that subscribe, the more viewers we get, the more we can help spread the word about not only golf instruction, but golf in general. There's a lot of great channels out there, and I hope my channel can be a part of what you view here on YouTube. Now, starting out the year, you're interested in getting a club fitting or new irons, and you're trying to determine what club or what model iron you should go with. Well, I think it starts with your why. And what I mean by that is, what is your goal in golf, right? What are you trying to achieve out of new irons? Do you need more distance? Do you need more height? Are you looking for a tighter dispersion? Are you not hitting the center due to lie angle and all these other things, right? Those are all the factors that you have to think about when going for an iron fitting or choosing what you want to do. So within every company, there's a bunch of models, right? And I'm going to use Ping for this example. Ping's one of my favorite, well, they are the brand I play, but they make great products. And just like every company, but I just want to use them as this example. So within Ping, I took the ladies GLE3 out of this cycle, but within the models they have, we have the G730, the G440, the I530, the I230, the Blueprint S, and the Blueprint T, right? So right there is 6 models within Ping. Now you're thinking, well, am I going to hit all 6 in my fitting? No, right? If you come in, we got to think of the iron we're selecting in 2 spectrums, right? Are we looking for max forgiveness, or are we looking for that shot shaping ability, player iron, to the point where we lose a little forgiveness, but we have the ability to move the golf ball? Now, within Ping, if you're somebody who's looking for that max forgiveness iron, you're going to venture to the G730, right? This iron is designed to do a couple things. Launch the ball incredibly high in the air, and also on miss hits, try to keep distance up, right? And the lofts are jacked up a little bit, so you're going to hit it further. If you're that player where, hey, I need forgiveness, but I like the look of a traditional iron, you would venture more towards the G440 in the sense of, hey, this is a game improvement iron. It's going to help me keep distance up, maybe gain some more. The height's still going to be there, maybe not as high as that 730, but it's going to help your game and you're going to see good improvement with the G440. Now, you get into your player distant iron is what we call it in our world, and you get a couple things, right? The lofts are jacked, meaning it's not your traditional 7-iron. So you get that look of a player's club, thinner profile, ball goes far because instead of hitting a 7, it's like you're hitting a 6-iron. You get the height because of the technology where you're kind of getting somewhat of the technology of the 440, but now you get it in a player-looking iron. So every brand has this. TaylorMade, you have the 790. Titleist, you could probably throw the T200 in here. Mizuno has their pro model that you could throw in here. So there's many options if you're looking for that player distant iron. I would say it's for that golfer that 10 to 15 handicap, wants to work the ball a little bit, even though personally they shouldn't. And they need a little bit of forgiveness because, like all of us, we don't hit the middle of the golf club. You come down to the I230, which is, I would say, just more like your player iron. Has the forgiveness of the 530 in a way. This is the iron I actually play, and I love it. It's one of my favorite irons that I've ever played. But it's got that traditional look, again, thinner profile. Face looks pretty big, personally. And I would probably put this up with like the 770, like that type of club. Good sound and all that stuff. Then you get into the blueprints, right? This is like your I'm going to say tour model in a way, right? Very thin profile. If you're playing these irons, you're a better player in the sense of you hit the center of the face more often. Because, you know, forgiveness factor is there, but it's not as much as you would see in the other models. And more than likely, if you're playing these irons, you're probably a 6, 7 or under handicap. And, you know, you see a lot of tour players play this. I believe Tony Finau plays the T, if I'm not mistaken. I could be totally wrong in that. But again, right, thin profile, traditional look. And I'll be sure to pop up the lofts for all these clubs with the 7-iron and then kind of put up a little image of what they look like. But again, if you're looking for this type of model or club, you know, you're a good player. You have very good skill in the sense of hitting the middle of the club face. We don't sell a lot of these here just because your average amateur is not being put into these. So within every company, we have many models to choose from, right? And I'm going to hit a couple of each and just kind of show you what we'll see. So I'll start with just one of the blueprints. We don't need to hit both of these, right? But usually a 7-iron for me on average probably goes about 168 to 170. So if I'm hitting this, we're looking more traditional loft, nothing crazy, and you probably will see a little lower ball flight than what I would normally see, and probably loss of distance. My guess is that was probably right, but we'll see more of your traditional shorter distance, probably what you would have seen 10 years ago. But I know when I tested these out, just compared to the 230s, there was probably 5 to 7 yard difference when I hit them really well, which, hey, I don't hit the middle every time. So that's not one way one of the things that I want to do. I need a little forgiveness, right? So the 230s is what I play. This is the next club. Really good look to it, good model within ping. Gives you a little bit of everything. That was hit on the toe. But we'll start to see when people come in for fittings, right? One of the things everyone wants is more distance. So if you want more distance, we're going to start you, depending on how your golf swing is, into your higher model clubs, like max forgiveness. So here's the G730 now. And what we'll notice is that one launched at 17, that I230. Let's see what this one launches at. Right? My guess is probably closer to 20, and it's going to go so much further. Let's see what it says. And that's what you're going to get out of these clubs. So launched at 17, but it went probably 20 yards further because the lofts are jacked up. So I think it's important to understand what your why is when you're selecting what model to go with within a brand, right? And then it comes down to your golf swing. If you're someone who can repeatedly hit the golf ball in the center of the club face, we will get a better representation of, all right, what model should we go in? But if you come in for a fitting and you struggle hitting the middle of the club face, which is a lot of people, to be honest, right? It's hard to determine what model we should go in. And then also you have to look at what are your goals in golf in the sense of lowering handicap? Are you just looking for more distance and all that? That's going to help us determine what direction we should go in. And then hopefully we can get you in that right model that you're looking for. Again, do your research, determine coming or before a fitting, just research everything, right? What are people liking? Because at the end of the day, it's going to be what you like in your golf game. Brand-wise, don't get caught up on a brand. Be sure to try them all. And sometimes what I'll do when I fit people is I'll try to cover up or hand them the golf club in a way where they don't get to see the brand until after when I go through it. Because sometimes the brand gets stuck in your head, and maybe that's not the club that performed best for you. Could be that day or it could be in general. So be sure to do your research. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, comment below with the brand iron you're playing right now and the model. I'm curious to know like what everyone's playing, what they like, don't like, what clubs have they used in the past. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And My hope is every Thursday a video goes out, and that could be club related, swing related, and all that stuff. So also comment below what you would like to see in the future. Could be club, could be swing data, it could be anything. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a great week.